Man, let's see what's good, y'all. What's popping? We're gonna wait for some of y'all to get up in here. Shout out to the family. I know this is late night, but I know a lot of y'all are no sleep gang. Alright. Let's wait for the notification, man. I'm waiting for mine to be exact too. And I think it is public. Alright, we're gonna wait for some of y'all to get in here. I ain't go live this late in a long time. Oh, okay, I got mine. Alright, let's get it. Raw blog news. Peace King. Do me a favor, y'all. Do me a favor, my dude. Please make sure you share this live. I will gladly appreciate it, man. We're gonna get to some things tonight, man. Please make sure you share this live. I will gladly appreciate y'all. We gonna get right into it, y'all. Listen, y'all, before we get into the documentary, shout out to you, Enoch. Do me a favor as well, my G. Please share that I'm on. I would gladly appreciate you. Please share that I'm on. I'm already live on Kick and X, Twitter. Please do me a favor. Sylvester, Peace King. Please make sure you share as well. We're going to be here for the long haul. All right. Thank y'all for coming in. Again, please make sure you share and hit that like button. I would gladly appreciate it. I did all that about the cash at me. Well, do that too. Do it too, nigga. Thank you. Now, this is my introduction. And then we're going to get into Ja Rule and 50, Marlon Wayans and 50. Then we're going to get into the documentary. So I'm going to do it like that. Now, we know Puffy did this shit quietly because we did not know Puffy was behind a lot of this shit because it wasn't no social media back in the days. Especially in the 90s. We didn't know what was really going on. We just knew shit was fucked up. He quietly destroyed black culture musically. We all wondered, like, yo, damn, what would it be, man, if Biggie and Pac was still here? This game would be crazy. It hurts to even think about what it will be right now if these two legends was still here breathing. And you know it would have been an album by now, a Pac and Big album. This shit would have probably happened 10 years ago, 15 years ago. If this one person that we see on the screen was not involved. Everything that Puffy touched turned to gold, platinum. But it also destroyed many people's lives. Everybody that was in the way, he trampled over. Ego. He did not have any structure in his home. You already know what Miss Jen is doing. He grew up fly. Pops was a gangster and a snitch that got murdered. He heard the rumblings and the tumblings of how his father was. Mother was whipping his ass. Mother had a brothel in the house. He seen a whole bunch of shit that we all did not really see, depending on our story, when we was young. So he grew up in a toxic environment. So in order to protect him, because he have an absent father, you know, she showered him with gifts, minks and all this stuff. You know what I mean? She did a good job with that, and have him looking good, this, that, and third, this, that, and third, this, that, and third. But he also was a punk. He got bullied according to his friends. Or, I forgot his name already. That he grew up in the same house. First floor, Puffy on the second floor. So on. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But he needed friends. He wasn't in the in crowd. So he had to make himself become something that he really wasn't because he was alone. He really didn't have friends. He didn't know how to talk to women. He had to join things to make himself feel important. I say all that to say, because I'm going to get into all that. But through his manipulation, his ego, everything about him destroyed what hip-hop is today. He left a mark, a good one, but the bad outweighs the good. This one person, the common denominator, literally changed the landscape of black culture. Literally changed the landscape of black culture musically, contractual wise, livelihood wise. Everything was a train wreck involving this dude, and everybody lost in the process. And then on top of that, after him getting only 50 months, he still won. He still wins out of all of that. That little slap on the wrist, he still won. Do me a favor, everybody, if you have it. Do me a favor again. Hit the like button if you have it. Please share this live. I will gladly appreciate it. I got some things lined up for y'all. And then we'll go accordingly. And if y'all want to get on the panel as well, I will definitely open the floor because I want everybody else's thoughts. So again, this was my introduction. I wanted to say more, but I don't want to over talk. We're going to get into Marlon Wayans, 50 Cent going back and forth, and Ja Rule chiming in, we all know. And then we get into the documentary, and then we could go from there. All right. Let me share my screen. Hold on 1 second. Let me go to all right, I go to Instagram first. Let me do Instagram. All right, let me share. And thank y'all for tuning in, man. Y'all ain't have to be here. Yeah, it was definitely a dope documentary. It was excellent, but a lot of things that we already knew. We already knew a lot of things from the dictionary, the documentary. But what we did not see was the actual footage of his weeks leading up to his arrest. The dude who was actually filming everything. You know what I mean? So, but just to say this real quick. The dude who was filming, Puffy, is trying to sue 50 for the simple fact that, how did he get that footage? That's stolen footage. No, that's not stolen footage. No, the guy went to the highest bidder. You wanted this guy to get up, whenever you call this motherfucker, to get up and start filming and do all this shit. Anytime you treated all of your personal assistants and workers like shit. You treated them like they were robots. And you didn't pay them. Like, so that's how 50 got the fucking footage. Because you didn't want to pay. So I would have gave 50 the motherfucking money. I would have gave him the footage as well. Give me 100,000. I want 150,000. You could keep that footage. That's exclusive footage. Puffy can't sue. He messed up the contractual agreement, whether it was verbal or written down on paper or whatever, black and white. But anyway, I ain't gonna talk your head off. Let's continue, y'all. Again, please, I don't want to keep repeating, and I know some of y'all probably did, but please, if you haven't hit the like button, please hit it for the algorithms, and please share. Thank you, y'all. I appreciate you. Let's get it. Let me see if I can blow this up a little bit more. All right, let's go. Make sure y'all follow me on Twitter. Make sure y'all follow me on Twitter. All right, and Kick if you don't have a Kick account. Matter of fact, I'm not even live on Kick. I forgot to do that. But anywho, let's go. Let's start here. We're gonna go to some interviews. So we're gonna go to Twitter after this and look at the videos Marlon, because Marlon basically spoke about it as well. The feud between them two. So this is just news. You know what I mean? Like recent, current news. You know, this shit is like microwave news. You know what I'm saying? Shit is microwave. You know what I mean? News get old very, very, very fast. So now, yo, even what's his name? DeHaven, Jay-Z's home, well, not his homeboy no more. He even came out days ago. I was gonna actually do a video on it, but my CapCut is so moving slow It's a whole different story. But he came out dissing 50 as well. Anyway, this is Ja Rule. You know he had to chime in after him and Marlon Wayans, 50 and Marlon Wayans was going back and forth. We're going to get to that. But when he put this out there, this what made me think. I think a lot of it is AI, but there is footage of 50 and Puffy being around. If Puffy, after 50 got shot and he started writing for Diddy, that means you were around Diddy, right? Right? If you was writing for Diddy, after you got shot, so you've been around him a lot. So you was around Puffy a lot, all right? Now, what I mean by that, I feel like he was around him because as well, like 50 is a mogul right now. So you want to be around people who was a mogul to get game and learn how to maneuver in this business, know the do's and the don'ts. I'm pretty sure 50 learned from him. You know what I mean? I don't know if they ever did anything or whatever. Shit is crazy. But I will say, I'm gonna tell y'all niggas right now, that picture right there is spicy. There is a picture. This is, I don't know if Photoshop was out back then, but there is a photo. If y'all never seen it, I'm gonna say allegedly just to be safe. Cause 50 flagged my video before, many years ago, like 6 years ago. But anyway, there's a picture, I'ma still say allegedly, y'all can look it up if you want, of him kissing Eminem on the lips, like at a show. I had the picture before. I was gonna pull it up, but I said, you know what? Let me just say it, but don't show it. That don't look like Photoshop to me, but that's just my opinion, and I don't feel no disrespectful way about 50. I respect 50. But that picture's kind of crazy. Y'all can look it up yourself. It could be Photoshop, so I'm going to say allegedly. You can't believe everything you see. That was many years. That picture's from 03. 04. Around then. So that's 9 plus years ago. We're going to leave that one right there. Oh, no, excuse me. Longer than that. Fuck up to him. My math is off right now. 18 years. But anyway, so Ja Rule, I know your karma, chump. So he's saying all this shit like that. You know Ja Rule got to, give his 2 cents. You know what I mean? But you know damn well 50 will beat your ass, Ja Rule. 50 will beat your ass. Ja Rule is built like a little midget. You remember when we came out all cut up? That shit didn't even look right on him. Like the little 6, the 8, the 9 pack he had, that shit looked at all retarded. But salute to Ja. I respect Ja. You think what I'm saying? But this is what he's saying. I don't know if this is Photoshop. We don't know. I don't know if this is Photoshop. I really don't know if this is Photoshop or not. Or, excuse me, AI. Pardon me. AI. It could be. It could be real pictures because he was writing for him. Who wouldn't want to be around Diddy at that time, not knowing what we know now? See, a lot of us don't know. That's why I put in the title, How Puffy Quietly Destroyed the Black Culture, because we did not know that Puffy was behind all this shit, and he said shit with a smile. Come on, you little pretty boy, nigga. Take that. The Diddy Bop. We ain't look at him as a threat. We ain't look at this nigga as a fucking killer, a murderer. Yo, oh shit, let me say this while this is on my mind. Real quick. Do y'all even know? Do y'all even know? I just seen it. I think I saved it. If I find it when we go to Twitter, I'ma show y'all. Puffy, you a bad motherfucker, homie. Selena, God bless your soul. When she was murdered by her caretaker or her manager, excuse me, they did a movie. We all know J-Lo played Selena, correct? Okay. But there was another female that they wanted for the role. She was pretty as well, too. Very, very, very gorgeous. Selena was gorgeous herself. The real Selena, rest in peace. They didn't... I want to paraphrase. They wanted her instead of J-Lo. J-Lo was with Puffy at that time. And guess what? Guess what, y'all? Guess what? The girl who they picked for Selena was found dead and murdered. Did y'all know that? Who the fuck you think was behind that? Let the church say amen up in this motherfucker. I'm not saying anything, but let the cards fall where the fuck they lay. You understand me? That shit right there, when I seen that, that's crazy. They say he responsible for Brittany Murphy. That's crazy. When she was found in the tub and all that shit, I don't know. That was some 8 Mile shit. I don't know, but Brittany Murphy, that's a whole nother thing. Matter of fact, yeah. The guy that was dating Brittany Murphy, and it was another celebrity white girl with another guy. They all knew Puffy, and all of them died the same way. Puffy is a motherfucker. This is what I'm saying. He's a part of a lot of shit. Let's continue. We got more to go. We're going to be here for a minute, and thank y'all for tuning in, and I really appreciate y'all. Just again, please hit the like button if you have it for the algorithms, and please share if you have it for the algorithms. Appreciate you. All right, let's continue, goddammit. All right, we're going to get off Ja Rule. But listen, that's why Ja Rule is a forever enemy. Because you knew this dude was about to get his head blown off. You knew 50 was going to get killed. So that's why when 50 was smoking on that Irv Gotti pack when he passed, the photo was crazy with the tombstone, rest in peace, Irv. It was fucked up. But if a nigga try to kill you and they shot you, literally trying to murder you, I spit on your grave as well too. You dig what I'm saying? So here's some more that he put up. Matter of fact, I forgot to play this. So these are real pictures, as we know. These are real pictures. Real pictures. No Photoshop or no AI. So he been around Puffy. I see what he's trying to say. Matter of fact, let me read what he just said. Excuse me. He said, let's be clear. This ain't about Diddy. He's already serving jail time, as he should. This is about this sucker Curtis acting like he's hip-hop moral savior, going on TV with them tight-ass nasty suits and that big-ass jug head when you know different, allegedly. I wonder when it went wrong, they look so happy together. I don't know. And let me just scroll, see if anybody, I don't know. If you went wrong with 50, he took... Yeah, that's crazy. And 50 talking about Puffy sent him flowers. Let's go to 50 real quick. Hold on, let me see if anything else he put about. Ja Rule just got jumped. I swear to God, he's gonna get jumped again. Look, when this shit is popping, February 14th on Valentine's Day. Quote me right now. He gonna get his ass whipped on February 14th, 2026. 50 already put the word in already. I can almost guarantee it. Outside of DJ Cassidy's Pass the Mic, I don't know. I hope not. I really hope not. I'm just playing. But knowing 50 and that 50 laws of power, that shit is already in the bag already. Ja Rule, tighten up security, cause you're gonna get fucked up at that fucking I'm telling. I have a feeling. If it don't, great. But I'm telling you right now, somebody gonna whip his ass February 14th. 2026. Mark my motherfucking words. You heard it first. All right? So let me just get all this out the way. All this out the way. And oh yeah, he's coming out with another 50, you gonna get, I don't know how true it is. Jay-Z, that's crazy, son. Camel face looking ass now. Damn, waking up to, I don't know, man. Sometimes I be wondering, see, you can't judge men like that, but I be wondering when Beyonce turn around like at the middle of the night, you know, they sleep in the same big ass king size bed or super king size bed like fucking Tiny and T.I. And she just turn around like 4 a.m. and Jay-Z, he knocked out cold. That nigga is out. He thinking about 1988. He dreaming. And look, I could only wonder what she's looking at when the fuck she turn around. I know she's like, ugh. You know what I mean? Cause Beyonce is fucking somebody else, man. That's why Jay-Z be on her heels, nigga. She can't be around LeBron. Why you think he don't even shouting out LeBron no more? Remember they was sitting at the the fucking the game of front row and shit like that, and Beyonce was like this, just looking at him, smiling at LeBron James, and soon when he cut that fucking head, she was like this. You know what I mean? And we all heard that he done smashed that. We don't know. We know LeBron been fucking on his wife, all them white girls up there in Canada with Drake and all that shit. But looking at, yo, that's crazy. But they saying, allegedly, I just heard, I don't know, that he's gonna come out with a documentary about Jay-Z. Now, 50 is a mastermind general. And his money is right. Jay-Z money right too. Don't do a documentary about Jay-Z. I don't know. I think shit could go left. I think so. But two niggas with power, somebody is bound to get, somebody gonna get touched. I don't know. I don't know how true it is, but that's what I heard. I heard. Shout out to Loaded Lux, man. But if he do a documentary about this motherfucker here, it's gonna be a problem. I don't know, but Jay-Z was scared of fucking 50. Everybody was scared of 50. The whole industry was scared of 50, son. Salute to my homeboy La. That's where I got my name from. My nigga La from building 15. La was hanging out with Boo Boo back in the days. I'm not saying here to try to stunt this, that, and third. That ain't my style. My boy La from building 15. I used to roll with my cousin Half Pint and all that. They knew 50. Just like the nigga J.U. when 50 got shot in the car. He's from my projects. Salute to J.U. and rest in peace. And let me just give him I knew him, I seen him, but it wasn't like we was cool. But he's from like my cousin Scooby. Everybody else know him. I know him, but don't know him. Got me? All right. But let me give a rest in peace to J.U. Moment of silence. Rest in peace, King. He said in the documentary, did it come out? It was a snippet that 50 actually got shot 5 times. He was in the car with him. That's a whole nother story for another day. That's what he said. That's what his child's mother said. But he said Pac got shot five times. He don't want that comparison. And from what his baby moms said, Marcus' mother, he wanted to say he got shot 9 times. It'd be more, you know what I mean? Have a little more crunch to it, a little more, you know what I mean? A little bite to it, a little more. You get what I'm saying? It's more, you know what I mean? But let's continue. I ain't gonna turn your head off, but thank y'all for tuning in. Appreciate y'all. Again, I'm gonna keep saying it too. Please make sure you share. I will gladly appreciate you. All right, we're gonna rock out. And I will be opening the floor tonight. If anybody want to get on, because I love the energy and I would love to hear y'all thoughts. Clowns was definitely scared of Curtis. The whole industry was scared of fucking 50. Every last Jay-Z too. Remember when he was on the stage? Yo, I love that shit when he came on, when he performed, and it was J.O. And he walked off the stage and walked through the crowd, and Ja Rule was sitting there. Nigga all diesel and shit, little diesel ass nigga, little pit bull face looking ass nigga, he a little Rottweiler mixed with a fucking pit, a brown nose pit. And walked through the crowd and shit. That was my shit. Niggas was scared of that nigga. 50 was a problem, still is a problem. It was crazy he give it up though too. He give it up. What else he said real quick? All right, we're gonna skim through it. We're gonna be here for a minute, so just get comfortable and relax. Let me see this one real quick. Shout out to Gene.
The door, and the dude said, "Yo, I'm here for my cousin." I said, "Who your cousin?" And he said, Ja Rule. I said, "Well, he busy right now." He said, "You busy doing what?" I said, "He with Puff. They're in the room. They busy. They don't want to be bothered." He said, "Well, I'm going in there." I said, "Bruh, you ain't going in there because he told me they don't want nobody to be bothered them." He tried to bum rush me. I grabbed him and threw him against the piano. When I threw him into the piano, Puff and Ja Rule runs out the room. Puff got his towel, Ja grabbing his towel, but they butt the naked. And so then Ja was like, "Yo, what's going on? yo, Jay, that's my cousin. He know me well. And Puff was like, yo, Jay, what happened? I said, he tried to get in the room. I told him he couldn't get in the room. And he was like, Puff looked at Ja. He said, yo, Ja said, you ain't want to go in that room. There's a lot of freaking going on.
I don't know if them niggas was having a stick fight in the room with them two white bitches. I don't know what Puff and Ja Rule was doing, man. Cause you wouldn't want to say, if it was regular, you wouldn't say, yo, you wouldn't want to go in there. Was y'all stick fighting? Like, what was y'all doing? Was y'all playing, let me check your oil? You know what I mean? The little dipstick? Let me check your temperature back there? I don't know. Because who would say some shit like that? But that's crazy. You know what I mean? Niggas sword fighting. I don't know what's going on. You know what I mean? But anyway, let's continue.
I never, those aren't the type of parties that I go to. I don't frequent those type of parties. And even if I go, like I said, been doing Diddy parties for 15 years. And I must say, you never let me down, Puff. Ain't no party like a Diddy party. Good times, people. I've never seen any of this. I'm like, when I hear about it, when did that happen?
Right. Yeah. Niggas ran trains. Yeah, nigga. Hold on.
I never, those aren't the type of parties that I go to.
Facts. Niggas ran trains. And listen, hold on. I have to say this because this has been on my mind for a long time. But niggas talk about Gene be saying that shit sometimes. But nigga be in the same room, fucking the same bitch. Nah, that's some fruity shit. No, it ain't. If you fruity, then you doing some fruity shit. Me and my cousin Scooby used to fuck bitches together. Do you understand what I'm saying? In my crib, eating Chinese food. He right there on my bed, right there, smashing shorty. I'm eating Chinese food, watching DVDs, cause you know DVDs was popping. Watching Sanford and Son on the Jeffersons, cause I'm a young head, but I'm an old soul. Eating Chinese food, he smashing shorty, all that shit. After he finished, boom. He got his Chinese food to eat, I go smash, or he hit it from the back, she sucking my dick. What? Ain't nothing gay about that. We ain't up there looking at niggas poles and shit. Niggas ain't watching niggas sticks. Nah, son. Shit, we had my homeboy sister in my crib. I'm never gonna say her name, but she from building 1. Woo! When I tell you, he could suck a dick. Pardon me, kids. Oh, it's like, take your ass to bed. I'm about to say, that's gay. Please, that means you ain't getting no pussy. Hold on, let me zoom in. See, I like this. Hold on. And you mean, so what's the point? You want to get on? Hold on, you got to chill. Edit that. Listen, I'm not editing that. Edit what? Y'all don't get pussy. Y'all ain't get pussy like that. See, this is back in the 90s when it was popping like that. That don't mean niggas up there watching niggas pose and rubbing and touching each other. Y'all don't get no, that's y'all fault. I will never question my manhood. Y'all got no pussy when y'all was younger. That's your fault. That ain't mine. We had all the bitches in my crib. Smashing and passing. Are you fucking kidding me? That's gay? Getting your dick sucked while your man smacking it from the back? We ain't watching each other's pose? No, we fucking these bitches. And excuse my language. If you didn't experience that, that's on you. And ain't nothing gay about that. Get some pussy, nigga. You understand? No, that's you. You sound like you didn't get none. Oh, we got a hater in the building. Thank you, brother. I'm not gonna take that personally. I'm not. Let me not get on that subject. I'm not the most handsomest nigga on the planet or nothing like that. But no, I had a lot of threesomes. I had more threesomes than most niggas that was rich back started from the late 90s. In my 20s, with the shit that I did in my 20s, I'm not even bragging. Everybody from my projects know me. I'm not lying. I don't care about none of you niggas here. The niggas that know me, where I grew up and watched Little Dorian grow the fuck up, they know. Fuck y'all niggas. Do you understand what I'm saying? I had a lot of threesomes. Had a lot of bitches. I got burnt a few times, but I got a clean, healthy dick now. It's been over 20 years since I had to go to the clinic. So fuck you. You ain't get no pussy. I'm stamped and validated. In the legend in my hood. Get that shit through your head. You little dusty dust mite. That's on you. And most of my bitches was bad. So get the fuck up out of here. Okay? Don't get me started, man. Don't make me peel the gloves off, nigga. Alright? But let's keep it pushing. Hold on, let me highlight you. Let me see what you pause, Mike. Let me see what you look. Yeah, according to that profile, I see why you ain't getting no pussy. Alright, let me stop before the numbers drop. Damn, those are bars. Let's go. Little dirty ass nigga. Don't get mad. You probably gonna watch Pornhub tonight, nigga. XNN. That's my shit too. I ain't watched that in a minute. What? Double XNN? Woo! All the... Nigga, please. Shit, you be coming before the video start. Shit, I ain't watched porn in a minute. But anyway, let me go get back to this. A nigga that don't get no pussy. Probably ain't got no kids, nobody wants you. You probably spend money on pussy. Fuck out of here. 50 Cent said, Diddy got this fool trying to get at me. No AI, that's your vibe. And that's what I'm saying. I don't know. See, a lot of people feel like 50 was kicking him while he was down, Puffy while he was down. I get both sides. I understand how, because 50... people say that he normally just go after black people and tear them down or whatever the case may be. Do we really see Diddy go after white folks? Not really, only if they did him dirty and he sued them. I don't think he did a documentary on him or anything like that, but on the flip side, Puffy tried to holler at him. Matter of fact, hold on, where was it? Hold on. Matter of fact, let me just, hold on. Did he send him flowers or some shit? Right here it is right here. He said, what kind of gay shit is this? Did he send me flowers at Club 11? Why all the foreplay? Get busy, you know I'm stupid. That's crazy. Now, why is he sending you flowers though? You know what? Let me get off this fucking subject. Let me go to Twitter real quick, y'all. Let me go get right to it. Thank y'all for tuning in and staying up with the kid. Yeah, I know the comments going crazy in here. I ain't fucking around with y'all, but just know, nigga, shit. You got the right one, baby. Word up. Let me see. You was just misled. Yup. I was just misled with my own apartment, paying my own rent at the age of 18 years old with a $1,100 Oakwood bed set, side tables, posters all over the wall, entertainment system, mad DVDs, DVD player, big ass screen TV in my own spot, still fly, selling crack. I'm not promoting that. Bars, fly, handsome, young, ready to fuck, and it was just mine. I wasn't misled. I was doing exactly what needed to be done. But I learned from that. I ain't been like that in a long time, man. Those fun days. But yeah. Listen, everybody got a story. Everybody got a story. And some niggas did way better than me. Shit. That's fine, but this is my story. Fuck your story. Or no, you got your story, I got mine. It is what it is. But I know one thing, no, the ones that grew up with me only knows that I'm not capping. The rest of y'all, no disrespect, you just don't matter because you don't fucking know me. So, and that's in the, I sure was Chung Lee. Alright? But, you know, and still got my own crib right now, as you see. But that's not where I'm going. But shut up, Mike. All right, can y'all see? All right, let's get it. You was misled. Shut your little chopped cheese eating ass down. I love chopped cheese too. But here's another one. After that, we're gonna get right to it. Let me hurry up and shut up.
Very close to the situation. But you can create any narrative as a producer and as a director. and that's a storyteller. I can create a narrative. I could be like, you know what? You have. I could create a narrative.
Well,
I could be
we
like,
see it all the time in reality shows. Like, reality shows.
Yeah, you're creating a narrative. It doesn't mean it's true. It doesn't mean it's true. I can get interviews. I can do this. I can get footage, and I could make you think this about that person.
Nah, for sure, yeah.
And that doesn't necessarily mean it's true. So,
but you
for
sound
me,
stupid.
You know, I think, look, 50 and Puff have a long-term beef. It's personal. It's
Well,
between.
people are saying 50's wrong for doing it, but 50's right for doing it.
It's between him and Puff. And before it's between him and Puff, it's between both of them and God. Just the way Puff is down on his luck, and 50's kicking a man when he's down. If 50 ever luck turn up on 50, you know, that you gotta be careful what you put out. There's a karma to every action that you do.
But what about the victims that was done dirty by Diddy? So he's supposed to get off. What about Capricorn Clark? What about Cassie? What about Luda Rod? What about G, the one that got shot in the bathroom by Justin or Puff? What about Biggie? What about Shakir? Stewart? What about Kim? Craig Mack? Black Rob? We gonna get right into it now. Now, I want to know, can y'all hear this? Hold on 1 second. I'm going to play something. I actually have the documentary up right now on my screen. I could play it, but I don't want to get flagged. Like, I literally got it up right now. What I was going to do. Let me know if y'all can hear this. Press 1 if y'all can hear this. I'm going to let y'all know when I play it, cuz it's on my other web browser. I'm pressing it now. Let me know if y'all can hear this.
But check this out. It's time to get into a little bullshit. You know, there's been a lot of yapping going on. That's why the name of this tape is called Stop Yapping.
Can y'all hear that?
You dig?
Can y'all hear?
You know, this nigga Tupac made a motherfucking record. This is my man.
Can y'all hear?
This is my crew. This is my company. And I loved it. I fucking loved it. Because it let me know the bitch he really was. Because I don't know where we go from. But where I'm from, bad boys moving silent. You dig? And if a nigga wanna come see me, they can come see me. You know? If a nigga wanna see my man Biggie, they know where he's at. They can come see him. Don't get caught up in the industry, baby. Can you feel me? Can you feel me, niggas? There's a whole lot of acting going on. As I said, I don't know where you from, but where I'm from, if a nigga wanna touch you, a nigga wanna see you, he can find you. It's very easy. You know, we be at the tunnel. We be at the garage. We be at the studio. We be at the office. We be on the streets. You ain't hard to find. And if you got something to say to me, I'm my man, I'm my crew. Pick up the phone, dial 411. We even listening. We listening, niggas. We listening. Can you feel me? So stop acting. And all y'all niggas that's getting caught up with actors, remember, bad boys moving silence, man. And all y'all niggas asking me questions about what's going on and how I feel and what I'm gonna do. As I said, listen to me. Bad boys moving silence, so I have to.
Let's keep that in mind. I had to rip the vocals because if I play the music, I get copyright. So I had to go to another web browser, rip the vocals. You still can hear the beat in the back. I just don't want no copyright right now. But that's why in the title, how he quietly destroyed black culture and to one of the greatest people on this fucking planet. Pac and Big. But let's continue.
To say to you, can you feel me? And I'm that kind of positive shit. We're about to hit side B off, and we're gonna dedicate this to all the niggas, all the non-players. ain't haters, all the niggas that ain't jealous, all the niggas that don't act like bitches, all the niggas that don't act and keep it real, all the real dogs, the real gangsters. We gonna dedicate this to all the niggas getting money that ain't worrying about the next nigga getting money or what the next nigga's doing or who the next nigga's fucking. This one goes out to you. Son B, I love y'all niggas.
Alright, I'm tired of your fucking voice. Alright? Now, people know. Matter of fact, let me do this. The Combs 44. I ain't see you in a minute, homie. You said, remember Craig Mack's wife said Puff pulled out a lot of money and gave Craig Mack only $100 bill. And flavor in your ear was the biggest thing on the radio. Yeah, I was gonna touch on that. Thank you for your for the super chat. All right, and somebody else said the super chat earlier too. I forgot the name, whoever you was. Matter of fact, let me read it. Shakira. My eyes is kind of bad. Shakira, thank you, beautiful. Showing love, Mike. Thank you, appreciate it. And again, y'all, if y'all definitely want to donate, definitely send it to my Cash App because y'all know how what's the name is. But again, you know I'm always appreciative, but that's what I prefer. But that's fine. You can still do super chat if you want. It's all appreciated. All right. Thank y'all very much. But absolutely, this is what I'm saying. I got some videos pulled up. I'm gonna play that in a minute. But this nigga Puffy literally destroyed our culture. He gypped everybody out their fucking money. He was the cause of two of the most influential people to ever touch a mic and one of the Jesus-like prophets to ever touch this earth, and that's Tupac Shakur. Now, when he motherfucking, again, and just to piggyback of what you just said, this is how grimy this dude is. And petty and cheap this motherfucker is. Flavor in your ear is out. And Craig Mack's wife, father is paying their bills. Paying their bills. And your song, we 90s, 80s, baby. I remember when that shit came out in those house parties in my projects. When Cool J coming in and start dancing and tear the whole shit up. Niggas is making money. That's how really Bad Boys got big. From that shit, from that song. And he asked you for some bread. Knowing that you took the man's publishing. Knowing you took the writer's credit. Excuse me, what's on my lip? And my lip is peeling. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Pardon me. You took everything. And this man come up to you at the show like, yo, son, I need some bread. And you take out a wad of money and give $100. That's how evil this nigga is. And while I was speaking about Shakir, check this shit out. Everybody in this path died. Salute to Mark Curry that I interviewed. Y'all gotta look at the interview I did with Mark Curry. What was that, last year or a year and a half? Check it out. Now, all of the things that was said from what Gene Dill said, and you know, like you say, he was head of security, which we all know. He was talking about how he had people following Kim Porter and following Cassidy, all these fucking things that he was doing, and he you know, just the wickedest things that he did. Do you think that he's capable?
I said in my book that the niggas heard Kim Porter talking with Shakir Stewart, and Shakir Stewart saying, "How am I?" babies, how my children, and Puff was offended by Shakir calling his kids his children. I said that. Y'all gotta get the book, man. I wasn't lying. This shit is, sometimes it make me so mad to know that I've been speaking this truth for so long and nobody been listening.
Yeah, and see now for the people, this is confirmation on the speculation of Shakir Stewart. Because he was paranoid. He was being schizophrenic. He's schizophrenic. Like, what he was getting calls. People
paranoid about? You paranoid about what?
People following him. They calling him, threatening him, and everything. Yeah, see, you see what I'm saying? Hold on. We got more to go. But that's the thing about this dude. Everybody died. We're gonna start from the city college. Gene told him we got 18 people to secure you know what I mean, to secure everybody. They got dogs and everything. I got Gene Deal video pulled up. I got Ron G video pulled up. We gonna touch on a lot of stuff tonight. But you did not want to listen. And 9 people got trampled. Looking at that footage was crazy, man. And it was respectfully, and I say that with all respect, no funny shit. Some beautiful women that passed away. You seem like some like gorgeous, like regardless gorgeous or not, just young lives was dead because you choose not to go with protocol to secure people's lives. And the artist that was there, LL Cool J, Heavy D, whoever, and everybody else, safety. You literally did not bring them inside. And like you said, one of the ladies locked the doors so everybody is stampeding and crushing each other. And then on top of that, Heavy D had to take the heat for it. And then on top of that, you was the planner, so you had to take a little bit of heat for it. But the families was trying to fight to get some kind of payment. You didn't even want to pay the families. Like, you literally did people dirty. People lost their lives, and you still made it very hard for people to even get compensated for your event that you planned. You overly advertised and promoted it, and people died, and you did not want to pay people. You lowballed people. If you watch the other documentary, he lowballed these people. This dude is evil. I'm not kicking him while he's down. I didn't like Puffy since. I'm glitching. Hold on, I'm glitching. All right, I'm good now, right? Okay. I didn't like Puffy since when Biggie got murdered. I ain't like him since then. When Biggie was murdered, I was in juvenile detention in Atlanta, Georgia. When they had the fucking radios in the ceiling. When they announced Biggie was murdered, every Atlanta nigga on the D side, well, the whole fucking building was kicking their doors in celebration of Biggie's death. And that hurt it because everybody knew I was from Brooklyn. Even if it wasn't no Brooklyn niggas in there, they would have celebrated. The whole Atlanta celebrated. And I had a lot of fights behind that shit. And come to find out that this nigga damn near forced Biggie to go to California when he didn't want to. But said, hey, you can leave from here and go to London the next day. Wolf and then was like, yo, I'm not going all the way out to Cali without no protection. So I'm gonna get the homies, we're gonna get the fucking, we're gonna get the buses, we're gonna ride the fuck out from New York all the way to Cali. I will be there in a couple of days. Puffy told him no. What's his name? Jay Prince. And he said this story. I went on the bus and yeah, and I tried to stop the for Biggie and Puffy to go out there to California because I knew it was a storm they was walking into, and I got on the bus and I told Puffy and I told Biggie that I don't think it's the right thing to go out there because they don't play out there, and pigs are dirty. Pigs is very dirty. If a pig play in the pig pen, if you lay with pigs in the pig pen, you come up with hogs, and hogs get slaughtered. Whatever the fucking case may be. But even motherfucker, he tried to stop. But no, Puffy wanted problems. Puffy wanted smoke. He done said at the end of the motherfucking video, end of the song, Long Kiss Goodnight. This is this is after his death, Pac's death. But he said, I'm not talking about no other rappers. You know who the fuck I'm talking to? We coming for you. We coming for you. This was in 96, because y'all know back in the day, back in the 90s, your albums come out a year later. So Pac was still living when Biggie was doing the double album, Life After Death. So the song Long Kiss Goodnight, you hear Puffy at the end saying what I just said. So he still was on some shit. Even the song where he was talking about he put up $1 million. He literally convicted himself or snitched on himself on songs, but he's still not convicted for the murders of Biggie and Pop. This dude was behind every fucking thing. Now, after the city college, right? We know the story. We know the story. But once I'm getting hot in here now. That my heat is kicking. Let me play this and turn this down. Because I got everything written down. We're going to get to some videos soon. Let me play this.
We all know that Keefy D's crazy ass. I really think
yeah, that was Tupac. You know what I'm saying? I'll tell you a good story. Ready for a good story? Let's do this, and then after that we can end it. All right?
We can close. Yeah, you can close out. Let's do it.
Right, so one day, MC Breed and MC Breed, right? Ain't no future in your front. Him and Tupac was on. I gotta get mine. You gotta get yours. They was on Itchy Band, right? Itchy Band Records. They was based out of Marietta. Breed lived in Marietta. We always wanted to run into Tupac, but because Tupac was always in the studio, and we had the studio at the Rim Shop, where everybody thought was Eric Sermons, but we had the studio at the Rim Shop, so we was always like, yo, we tried to get Tupac down in the studio. We could do some songs, whatever. So we could never run into him. We could never catch him. But then we finally caught up with him. You know, my friend, he caught up with him because we did Tupac's car. Tupac had we did Too Short's car, and then all of the niggas from Oakland would send their cars down here to get us to do their cars too, because we took Too Short. He had like what was it, Bonneville or a Cadillac something, and then we put the Rolls Royce front on it. No, we did that on Tupac joint, and I think Too Short just got his stuff. We just did something to his car. But so when he came to pick up his car, and he couldn't believe that, that's his car. And then, bam, he used to come to the Rim Shop all the time. So one time, Breed is doing the homecoming for CAU. And this is right when Tupac had the shootout with the police. He still had bandages. And they was looking for him, too. They was looking for Tupac. And so he come to the Rim Shop, and then Breed is going to do the homecoming at Clark.
Right.
So we know he's going to do I Gotta Get Mine, You Gotta Get Yours with Tupac. Tupac's nowhere to be seen, right? All of a sudden, when Breed started doing this show, Tupac appears, and he goes on the stage and do his verse. But the hip-hop police is out there trying to get to him. So he does his verse, right? And then he jumps into the crowd, and they windsurf this nigga to the door.
Word.
That's how he got out of there.
That's what's up.
Yep.
Hey, I got more. Let me play this. Let me know if y'all can hear. I'm going to play a little bit of the documentary. Please, I'm about to press play right now. Let me know if y'all can hear it. I don't know, but please let me know if y'all can hear it. I'm playing it. Can y'all hear it?
Bullshit me, I won't bullshit y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Press 1 if y'all can hear it, please.
To the murder of Tupac Shakur.
Oh, let me look in the chat.
Has several conversations with Sean Combs.
I met him, he gave a party.
Can y'all hear it?
Little club down Santa Monica. That's where I met.
Huh?
First day I met.
Yeah?
Sean Combs' affiliation with the Southside Crips came by way of a New York street figure known as Zip. Zip set up the introduction between Combs and Keefy D, and then they developed their own relationship.
Hope I don't get in trouble.
And Zip introduced me to this my boy. What do you introduce him at?
I'm definitely not showing it.
My boy with this Puff. And after that, they used my car on the video. Which car was that? The 64 Chevy I had.
I'm not playing that music.
Wow. Usher video. Puff was driving the car. Usher for her song, whatever. He was in a Laker uniform. And he had the little kid dancing on my car when he got back. It was fucked up. And he paid to get it repainted.
And let me just say this. This is a disclaimer because this audio is actually online. It's been online before this documentary. The proffer agreement that Keefy D made with Greg Caden. fuck that detective, man. What's the first detective dude name that they murdered that was on the fucking case? I forgot his name. Salute to that white man, and God bless. He was trying to really crack the case for Biggie, and they murdered that man inside the office, man. Told him to bring all his records in. We're gonna open the case, and they murdered him in that office. They gave all his files to Greg Caden. What's his name? The first one that was on the case. Somebody, you said you could barely hear it. I'm sorry if I didn't hear it. I'm gonna play a little bit more. Please let me know if y'all can hear it good. Shit, I can't play it on my phone. Let me play it again, please. If y'all can hear it good, let me know. If y'all don't, if it's wishy-washy, then I'll just leave it alone. I'm gonna play it again, and let me shut up. Oh.
To speak to me, they gave it a BET tour, and he gave us some tickets, and I brought the crew.
Keefe D says that Sean Combs kind of makes this general announcement while they're all inside a hotel room after a musical event. So it's Pharrell, Puffy, Zoo, you.
About 40-some soft side. Yeah, that was stupid as hell too, you know. Shit, he said he'd give us anything for those dudes there, you know.
Tupac and Suge, you mean?
Yeah. He said it in front of all the people. I couldn't believe it. You know what I'm saying? All home full of Crips.
So this is after Jake got killed. So he was on point. He was worried about something happening.
Yeah.
Suge got mouthed off about a bunch of different stuff, so he was scared.
He was scared to death. Yeah.
Okay. Then there's a more specific incident that takes place at a deli on Sunset Strip in Los Angeles, a place called Greenblatt's Deli.
What made it a specific, like, hey, I'm serious, I want you guys to kill these guys?
When he told me the greenback.
Yeah,
when we got there, we was laughing at him. Because he was just brought to suck dick, to suck every dick in the
I don't want to play too much, because I don't want to get in trouble. But at the end of the day, Puffy been lying this whole time. Even when Puffy was at the goddamn at Las Vegas, the fight, what's that, the MGM or whatever. Puffy already had hitters out there. He had people already out there. He was sending niggas already out there. It was crazy. Nobody really, but see, the people in the industry knew what Puffy was up to, the ones that was in the circle, because Puffy had the whole industry shook daddy. Everybody everybody was scared of Puffy. Name him, we could claim him. They were scared of that nigga, the whole industry, because he had the power, he had the money, he had the connections, and he started from damn near the inception, from like 93, 94, really 95, the peak where it really took off. He already got that money. And everybody want to know where he got it from. We all know, speaking to the choir, he learned all this shit from motherfucking Clive Davis. Just like Jimmy Iovine told Suge Knight, hey, if you really want to make money off him, you make more money when Pac is dead than while he's alive. You don't think Clive Davis said the same thing to Puff? Even though he groomed him into the man he is, that little freaky, nasty, dick in the booty ass shit. If whatever floats your boat, whatever cockfighting y'all like doing, that's on y'all. But see, he was groomed into this business. Just like, what's his name? Quincy Jones, rest in peace, OG. You was grooming niggas. Remember, he had motherfucking, what's his name? We ain't forget Nick Cannon. You maybe because he lost a lot of weight, but I say this respectfully, he ain't looking too well to me. He still got clear skin and everything, but you know he got lupus and everything else. I don't know. I just, I think, I don't know. I don't wish no bad health on nobody. I really don't. But anyway, he had him against the wall with his arm like that and shit like that. Quincy Jones, all of these motherfuckers was gatekeepers. And Puffy was the #1 gatekeeper. But not to get too far off the point. This motherfucker had people out there. He paid for the Southside Crips. you know what I mean, to hold him down. He's using Keefe D's car. He's already clicked in. And the truth be told, back in the days, niggas, I'm hearing this in my projects that Biggie and them, they Crips. This is before I even have knowledge of anything that's going on. Especially with saying, my team in the Marine Blue, 6 coupe, skeeted out, weeded out, cleaning out, the block for distances, giving long kisses, bitch, all that shit. But niggas was saying that they Crips. We was hearing that shit in Coney Island. And they in the stop, we was saying that shit the late 90s. I don't know how true it is, but knowing how they was clicked in with the Southside Crips, now it all makes sense. Those are I've been rhyming all motherfucking night. But Puffy has been the nucleus of the destruction of every fucking body. This nigga hated Tupac's guts, family. He hated this dude guts so much because he was handsome. He had charisma. He had the bitches. And we're going to get to the videos right now with Tupac's death. We're going to get right into that too. He had all the bitches. He was light years ahead of his time. Like literally, like, oh my God, Pac, man. I ain't like Pac for a very long time. I was very tribal. I was very Brooklyn, very Biggie side. Took me a very long time. To be honest, I can't even listen to Hit 'Em Up to this day. I don't like the song, and I don't even like listening to the song to this day. But I grew to love Pac so much. Like, for real. Like, I really love Pac. I love both. But he wanted that nigga out the way. He didn't want him and Big to be close. That's why the Thug Life album was gonna come out. He was gonna sign Biggie to Thug Life or do a joint like album or whatever. And Puff was hating like, nah, because he want that control. He want that attention. He want to be in control. He up there spying on motherfucking Biggie. Spying on him at the Quad Studios to see, because he's writing Little Kim's and the Junior Mafia's rhymes. He's scheming on money that should be going in his pocket to feed his family. Diddy is a fucking vulture, and he learned that from Clive Davis. He had to learn. You got to learn the business from somewhere. You ain't learned. You learned something from Andre Harrell. So you learned from him, and then you moved in with him. Oh, nigga. Oh, Kirk Burrows. You and Kirk Burrows is fucking too? Slobbing niggas' knobs. Allegedly. We're going to get to that video next. But you had to get that nigga out the way, Puff. Because he had it all. Acting. He knew how to talk to girls. Puffy still don't know how to talk to girls to this day. That's why every girl he interacted with, he did them dirty. And since I'm looking at my notes here, let me just get this out the way. Let's talk about Aubrey real quick. I'm going to bounce around. But let me get it while Aubrey names caught my eye in my book. He told, according to Gene Dill, which I believe, that to Danny Kane, if you bitches, he's mad at them or some shit like that. He said it to somebody, I will drug these bitches and sell them to my partners. Some shit like that, paraphrasing. Aubrey didn't even know she got drugged. She was laid up on a fucking couch, pussy sore, and a girl that was there told her she still don't believe it because she was out of her mind. She can't remember because she was drugged. Puffy was a devil, family. Remember that shit? I did a live on that tattoo on his back. I deleted that shit. That's some old, you know what I mean, playing with the elements kind of shit. Some old witchcraft. I don't even want to disrespect the Haitian deity. I'm leaving that one for y'all, Sapase and Mabule. All that shit, Roti. All that shit. But I say all that to say, Puffy has, wow. See, it's a gift and a curse. You got to take the good with the bad. Life is a fucking lesson. Now, if Puffy was in the business, it would be remixes, but he left the mark music-wise. He was a genius in his own right. But that shit came with destruction. And I blame it on rest in peace, Andre Harrell and Clive Davis, because, and whoever else taught him the business, because the game is to use you and drain you for your own personal gain and give them peanuts. That's the game, and fuck you in the process, and bring you into our little cult, and fuck you, and you gotta be in this club, and kill is about sacrificing. This is why he got 50 months. He done killed so many, allegedly. He done bodied so many motherfuckers. You know that shit that tripped me out with the Jennifer Lopez shit? I'm bouncing around. Let me see if I can find that real quick. I'm gonna come back. Trust me. I'm in my little spirit right now. He got so many bodies. Puffy's supposed to be under the fucking ground. Salute to the people that's on my Twitter. It's a lot of y'all on Twitter. Damn, thank y'all. For people on my Twitter, please, thank y'all for tuning in and everything else, goddammit. Let me find it real quick. Let me just find it so I can show y'all, please. Just give me a second in this God damn it. Hold on. Right there, shit right there. Hold on. Let me share my screen. Let me get that out my system. Shit, the girl that wrote the book, that was Kim Porter's friend, Albie Shore. What the book called? Bling? Is it called Bling? I remember reading that whole book. Nice book. She was talking about Puffy. Kimora Lee like this. That's why Kimora Lee don't say nothing. Kimora Lee scared to death. Let me just play this real quick while this is on my goddamn mind. Everybody, thank y'all for tuning in. Please make sure y'all hit that like button. Please make sure you share. Hit the like button. Please hit that like button. Like. That's for the algorithms, y'all. If I'm talking too much, kiss my ass.
Was practically unknown when she landed the role of Jennifer Lopez in 1997. Was practically unknown when she landed the role of Selena in the iconic film that catapulted her to fame. But what few know is that role already had an owner, an actress named Letitia Miller, who had been selected to play Selena. However, before filming began, Letitia appeared dead in strange circumstances in a dumpster, and the role ended up in the hands of Jennifer Lopez. Coincidence? It doesn't seem like it. At the time, Jennifer was P. Diddy's girlfriend, a figure with dark connections that we have only just been able to decipher today. Something doesn't add up here. This is not an isolated case. It is part of a web of darkness that supports the satanic agenda of mass control, where stars are not what they seem. Jennifer Lopez, in 1997, was practically...
You see that? That's kind of crazy. That's real crazy. Anyway, matter of fact, let's go to... All right. This is what people get mixed up real quick. I want to get this Pac shit of him getting shot and not murdered, shot up at Quad Studio. People get it twisted because there's so many stories to that. So many stories to that. He said in an interview, because he was dating Madonna or fucking Madonna, Haitian Jack, whatever, between them, he had an interview, and he said some things that Haitian Jack and them niggas didn't take fond of. You know what I mean? So this is problems that Tupac created. No one else created that shit. And Big is like, yo, you rolling with them niggas? Nah, son. Biggie and them giving him the heads up like, yo, Pac, you my brother. Thank you for whatever. You my nigga. You my man. Ace Boon Coon, right-hand man. Don't fuck with them niggas. I'm telling you, don't fuck with them niggas. Bad news. Pockets is grown, his own man, 21, 22 at the time. 22, 23 maybe. Yeah, 22, 23. Still fuck with him. Rape charge. But let me get to back to that. I think it was an interview or whatever. He said some things because Haitian Jack was fucking with Madonna too. She got around with her little nasty ass. She looked like a fucking Jackal right now. Bitch look crazy. But Jimmy Henchman, which is his mans and them, like, yo, you know, they wanted this, they set him up. Puffy knew what was gonna happen. Andre Arell didn't like fucking Pac like that. Damn sure didn't like Puffy because Puffy was on some other shit, but they was cool before. Some say them two was stick fighting. That's allegedly. I don't believe it. I don't know. But that picture with Pac in that tub, I don't know. I'm not questioning his manhood. I question that picture. But that's my opinion. But I still love Pac. Kiss my ass. He gets a call. He gets beat. He supposed to do a show, a song with Little Sean, right? And he got beat so many times to come there. Biggie ain't know he was coming. And let me just play it for yourself. Let me share my screen. I should have did that as I was talking. All right. So we're gonna touch on some things that may not feel good to you because I'm gonna talk about both sides. Biggie fucked up. Pac fucked up, but the main course meal is Diddy. All right, so we all focus on Diddy, but we gotta talk about the intricacies of how the things transpired the way it did. And I'm not letting Biggie or Pac off the hook. That's just that. We niggas is young at that time, so you're gonna make mistakes. Salute to RG and salute to Art of Dialogue, man. You doing your thug fucking dizzle, man. Respect to that man.
So I want to backtrack, my man, because you made a comment. You said that Tupac had 2 guns when he was at your house recording. Because it's a known fact that when Tupac was getting robbed at Quad Studios, he attempted to try to pull out a gun. And you also said Tupac was acting nervous when he was at your house recording.
Yeah, he did. He did. So that's why I think he made that song like that, saying people were trying to kill him. I think all that was mentally in his mind when he heard the beat that I did with the ambulance running back and forth through it. He probably was like, this is perfect. And that song itself goes down in a hip-hop hall of fame. Like, I get offers to this day about that song. They be like, yo, I want to buy that master. I offer you $50,000. I'm like, nope.
Right. Did you know Jimmy Henchman was the one that killed Patient Tupac while he was at your house recording? Did Tupac make any comments to you about Jimmy Henchman patient him?
Nah, yeah, they said that afterwards, like when I seen the interviews and read the vibe and a few other, and I realized after that that's who he was saying was calling him. But at the time, I didn't know who Jimmy was, so I had no idea who these guys were and how serious of a situation it was going to be. I knew Little Sean at that time because I would run into him because he was in town with his drop-top Lexus. He used to have a drop-top Lexus at that time. And he'd pull up out Rucker, and he'd be jumping out there like on the roof, like he had a drop-top, so he'd be standing up. It's a performance thing for him. And we was always cool. So, but I didn't never know the ties to everything at that time.
Yeah, man. Tupac was actually going to Quad Studios to do a song with Little Sean, but Tupac didn't tell you though, right?
Nah, he didn't tell me because I think he wanted me to stay in the DJ's place or a music producer's place. He didn't want to be like coming to me telling me his issues. So that's why I think I didn't know, which I am glad that I didn't know because maybe
you're
right. I would have been not here. You never know.
Right. What was the last words he said to you before he left your studio?
He just was like, all right, Ron G, yo, I can't wait to hear that shit, man. Like that was his thing. And what I also want to say is that, I had did a party in New Jersey one day. I forgot what part of New Jersey. Yo, I can't wait to hear that shit, man.
Oh, like, hold on. Sorry. I think this is the other one. If y'all want me to finish playing this whole thing, I'll play it. Y'all press 1. I was looking for the one when he was actually, when Pac was actually getting that beat, when he was getting paged by Jimmy Henchman. They kept trying to get him to come to the studio like, yo, hurry up, son. You know what I'm saying? Like, then he set him up. If y'all want me to play this whole thing, since we already like kind of in the middle of it, if y'all want me to play the rest, press 1. All right, majority rules.
I was in, and the Outlaws came to me. I was doing a party in the skating ring or something. The Outlaws came to me, and they said to me, like, I was DJing, people on the skates and all that, and they came to me and said, "Yo, G, the Outlaws is at the door and they want to see you." And I was like, "Let them in," you know what I mean? So they all came in. It was like 5 of them. Shout out to the Outlaws. You already know. Rest in peace. You know, to the Outlaws that are no longer here with us. But Edie Amin, that's my boy right there. You know, and Young Noble, that's my peoples. But they came to me and they said, "Yo, Pac just want to let you know, you ain't got. He knows you ain't got nothing to do with that. He's singing his love." That's all I needed to hear. That eased a lot of the pain that I had, because I was like, you know what I mean? I have never seen him after that. You know.
Wow.
I saw the Outlaws, but I never saw them.
How did you feel when Tupac said that Big Stretch had something to do with him getting set up at Quad Studios? Because he was actually at the studio with y'all recording prior to the incident.
I was shocked. I didn't understand why he would think that. I didn't understand what was going on. Since then, I learned a lot about, you know, money, people, things change, people change. So I just couldn't believe that he thought that, you know. So I wasn't quite sure why he would think that, but he must have felt something, you know. I don't know. And then I heard Stretch that got killed, and you know, it was just like way too much for me. I'm just like, man, this is nuts. So I was just really like shocked that he would think Stretch had something to do with it.
And when both of them was at your studio, the vibe was good, right? You didn't see no signs that he knew something was going to happen to Tupac later that
yeah,
night.
I had no idea. You know, that's his boy. I'm just happy they both are here, you know, at the studio. So,
out of curiosity, man, did you know Big Stretch, besides him coming to your house with Tupac to record a song they did for your mixtape, the day of the Quad Studios incident?
Well, I never really met him. I only met him that day when he came to the studio. I was really it for me. I never. All I knew is I saw him in the new video he had out was a Live Squad. It was, I think, the name of his crew. But I had never met him prior to that. It was just I knew that was Tupac homie, and if that was Pac homie, that was my homie. I was like, yo, come in. You know what I mean? And I didn't really know him at that time.
What was you thinking, man, when you was seeing all this going on? You know, you being in the studio with Tupac, then hours later he gets shot at Quad Studios, then he get accused of rape, then he goes to prison for sexual assault. What was you thinking, my man?
Well, I was just thinking that, you know, I was saying I was confused because I was like, Tupac, to me, didn't seem like the type of dude that had to like rape a girl. You know, he's a celebrity. He's fit. You know what I mean? He's active. He's a movie star. He's talented. I'm like saying to myself, like, but why would he have to? Why would I felt like it possibly was a setup for him. You know what I mean? And I was concerned, but as a DJ, you know, it was nothing I could say or do. But I was.
This is what I wanted to play. This is actually the video that
Got
I wanted to play.
a screenplay in your head, but not on paper? Meet Swibbler, the AI scriptwriter that...
So please bear with me. I got some other videos for y'all. This is the video that I was actually looking for. So pardon me. Here we go. Let me see how long it is though, because I'm pretty sure we'll get the point. It's 12 minutes. I'm only gonna play a little bit. I'm not playing the whole thing because I played enough of his shit right there. How Tupac met Biggie. We know that story. So we're gonna get right to. Hold on. Let me see something real quick. Quad Studios incident. All right, we're gonna start from right here. All right, because we know how they met, so we have to go through that whole shit all over again. Shit that we already know.
Yeah, I gotta check that out. So, you know, you met Biggie. Biggie introduced you to Tupac. From there, what is some of the work you and Tupac did after that?
Well, he came to my studio because I was calling him for a while. He was like, yo, I'm uptown. And he was shooting a movie in Rucker, which is right across the street where I lived at. But at that time, I wasn't living there. I was living on Riverside Drive, which is by the water. It's like a couple of blocks up the hill. So, and I was calling him, my manager was calling him. He's both like, yo, Pop, you got to come to the studio, man. Come on, man. Drop 16. And that was my thing. Drop 16 on that mixtape. And he was like, yo, 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 yo. But he didn't answer for a while. He didn't answer for maybe like a week and a half or 2 weeks. And then one day I called him and he picked up. He's like, yo, I'm going to come through. I'm going to come through. I gave my address. No lie. He came right to my crib. Him, Stretch, and it was like 2 other dudes.
Right, and that was the same day of the Quad Studios incident, right?
Yeah, that was.
So give me a detail.
I meant to say what's up. Thank you to Tresha, Micah, which is my daughter's name, my youngest daughter, and Enoch for your donations. My shit is moving slow right now. If there's anybody else, I just want to say thank you. But for what I see, thank you, y'all 3. Damn, those I've been rhyming all night. Bars. All right, let's go, man.
To the count of everything that happened that day, my man, because a lot of people know you from the mixtapes, but when your name comes up to some people, the first thing they think about is the interview Tupac did while he was in prison with Vibe magazine. And he talks about how he was at show house and he was recording the song for your mixtape and how he was doing it for free. And Jimmy Hinchman, he kept paging him, asking him to go to Quad Studios to record a song with Little Sean. So give me a detailed account, my man, of everything that took place leading up to Tupac leaving your house to go to Quad Studios.
All right, so, at that time, we all smokers. Just in case you didn't know what we smoking on that chocolate tie. It wasn't none of this fruit berry shit that's going on now. But at that time, we was smoking, we was vibing. He came in the studio, and we were shocked, to be honest, from the knock on the door, open the door, and it's Tupac. So, and it was just me at that time. It was just me and my manager in the studio, and we, came in there, and he was like, "Yo, did you do the beat yet?" And I was like, "Nah, I didn't." You know what I mean? I wasn't sure you was gonna come. So once you got here, I worked on the beat within like a 40 minutes or 30 minutes, and I remember looking at the news, and I knew he was going through a lot of trouble, a lot of negative energy, police, court cases. So I wanted to kind of accommodate what he was going through, even though it was negative. I wanted to make a track based around something that he's experiencing at the time. It motivated him to kind of like come up with the song or the freestyle. So I had put Amalanche through the song. I took the loop from Sly and the Family Stone, with that same drum pattern that Dr. Dre used for Deep Cover. Right. And in the beginning of it, I was going, you got that? You got that? Because I was trying to, for people that don't know what I was saying, and that's the original, and I still have all my masters for everything. I was saying, do you got that? Because I was like, in my mind, visioning that I'm handing somebody my mixtape, or they asking me for my mixtape, and when they put it in, they was going to hear Tupac. So through the whole beat, I had Ambulance running, and then I played a little bass line, and he heard it and was like, "Oh shit, man, you're Ron G, you that nigga." He was like, "Yo, give me 15 minutes." He went in my kitchen, wrote the rhyme. I started writing the rhyme. He didn't finish it yet. He was starting to write. So all of a sudden he started getting calls and texts and all that. And he didn't tell us who it was, but we could see that he was kind of mentally troubled a tiny bit. You know what I mean? So maybe between that, them texts or phone calls he was getting, or beeps, because I think at that time it was a beep. And the phone calls he was getting, he kept looking at the phone, along with the track that I gave him, made him come up with that rhyme that he came up with. And the rhyme was something like this: "Tell me if you feel me. I think niggas just trying to kill me, picturing pistols, spitting hollow points till they dream of keeping it real. And even if I can conceal my criminal thoughts, preoccupied with keep it still, see niggas is false. Sitting in court turned snitches that used to be real, but now they petrified bitches. I'm trying to be strong. They're sending armies out to bomb me. Listen to Ron, the only DJ that could call me, constantly on. My firepower keep me warm. I'm trapped in the storm. So fuck the world till I'm gone. Bitches be warned. You get torn, you be warned. I'm busting a Giuliani for rubbing my niggas wrong. Bitches, and it went on from there. But so I always was confused whether he said Ron, you the only DJ that could call me or call me, but he said call me. But I always would say call because I felt like I was the only DJ that could call Tupac.
It's so easy to become a podcaster with Riverside. First, go to Riverside and open an account. When you're ready to record.
So, a few minutes after that, I noticed he had some weapons on him, and I ain't really tell nobody this. You know what I mean? So this is only strictly for the art of dialogue. He had some weapons, you know, and all I know is that he just seemed troubled. So when he left, I was just like, yo, Pac, yo, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. He was making sure his, you know, he had boys with him. They was all good. So I don't know where he went after that. But all I know is that I couldn't wait to mix that song down. And Stretch had laid his vocals on there too. And a lot of people don't realize that Stretch was on there too. You know what I mean? And I, like I said, I got that original verse and original song. So, and at that time I had an artist from the West Coast named It's Alive, and he was from Watts, California. And I just felt like those three fit. Stretch, Tupac, and then It's Alive. And then Keith Murray came to my house and I played that for him. And he was like, yo, G, I want to get on that. I want to get on that. So before I released it, it was Stretch, Tupac, Keith Murray. No, It's Alive, then Keith Murray. And that was the original song that I did with Tupac. So when he left, so when he left the studio, that after that, I didn't see him no more. And then I wake up like 1:00 in the morning. I have a habit of sleeping with my TV on. I don't know why. I sleep with my TV on. When I woke, I start seeing flashing lights while I'm sleeping. Wake up and it was the news saying Tupac.
Yeah, we got more, y'all. Again, please make sure y'all share that I'm on. I would gladly appreciate you. I would gladly appreciate you. I would gladly appreciate you. Please hit that like. I would gladly appreciate you and everything. We got more to go. But do you see that? We're going to continue from where I left off at. We're going to get to Diddy. But he was warned not to deal with these people. And you get into some shit with him over some Madonna shit because you fucking her now. Whatever the case may be, Biggie warned you. And niggas set you up to come to the studio. We don't know if Big Sean had anything to do with it. I say all that to say, and I'm just gonna be honest. This is before the Quad Studio shooting when Biggie told him like, yo, stop fucking with them dudes. And I just gotta be honest, man. Tupac went back and told Haitian Jack what Biggie told him. Your mans. And guess what happened? They robbed Biggie. Haitian Jack and them niggas robbed him and probably put some hands and feet on him. Those are some real gutter Brooklyn niggas though. And niggas, they ain't fuck with them. You know what I'm saying? Unless you have money to go to war. They have money and they was about it. They was about that action. But Biggie still fuck with Pac. And this is all according to people who was there and that was around Little Sean and a few others. You understand what I'm saying? So when that shit happened in Quad Studios, Puffy knew it was gonna happen because they was all upstairs. Andre Harrell, I'm gonna say he knew because they all was in the office. Jimmy Hinchman definitely knew because he set the play because of what Pac said that rubbed Haitian Jack the wrong way. That's how he got shot up there. Biggie didn't know anything. And then on top of that, after he got shot, Pac's biological father said Biggie actually came to the hospital after he got shot. And I can understand Pac. I don't know who the fuck shot me. I don't want to see nobody. I definitely get that. But Biggie was there to let you know, like, yo, Pac, I ain't had shit to do with it. No, nothing. And Pac's man who left the gun in the goddamn studio, B, went back to the piano to take the gun that Pac's man left and hit it and threw it somewhere. So, you know, Biggie Biggie, you know what I'm saying? So, I say all that to say I really felt fucked up how Pac went big, knowing that you knew who was behind it. You understand what I'm saying? And that's a whole nother story. I get into that another day, but I definitely got a bone to pick with Biggie as well too, because your man Pac is locked up, and you ain't putting up no bread, you ain't writing a nigga or whatever the case may be. So it's a wishy-washy thing. But Diddy, you didn't even pay for Biggie's funeral. Biggie's funeral had to get paid out of Biggie's money. This is the most disrespectful, evil fucking piece of shit on this fucking planet. He used and abused everybody. He didn't care about nobody. Like he said, he got no friends. He cares about nobody. He made Sean do fucking years, have people snitch on Sean. He paid people to snitch on. This nigga is diabolical. You can't trust a nigga like that. He holding you down. And you find people to snitch and say that he did it. And the girl you shot in the face that said, Puffy, you shot me in the face. You still didn't get in trouble for it. Sean got in trouble for it. Diabolical. This dude has been behind so many fucking things. I'm going to open the floor. I still got some more. Do anybody want to jump on the panel? Do anybody have any thoughts on this? Because I don't want to make this live too long. Because you know people attention span. Maybe I'll do a part 2. But if anybody want to jump on right now, you can. I'll put the link in there. If anybody want to jump on, let me just put that in there real quick. If anybody want to jump on, got any thoughts, go right ahead. And I'm going to play the Gene Deal. But before I play Gene Deal, let me play another video that I did when I interviewed Mark Curry. Let me see which one is it. I think it's this one. So nothing ever happened. Nothing ever funny happened to you by putting out that book?
Yo, only thing that ever happened to me crazy was one day I got tied up. And the nigga who tied me up was like, man, you know how much money we can get from you right now? We just call Puff and let them know we got you tied up. Or if they knew, then they was like, man, if so-and-so knew, he told me this dude, my partner, he was like, if Ox knew that this was going on, he'll be like, hold it, he'll come over here and serve you. I'm like, what? I said, look, I'm tied up. I said, look, call the nigga and tell him that you got me tied up like this. He said, you know what? I'm going to go in the room and call this nigga. Whatever he say, we'll come back. This is what it's going to be. So I'm sitting there in the chair, pants down. So I couldn't run, tied up. You understand? Then he came back and said, untie this nigga. To the other nigga who was kicking. There's a nigga kicking me in the chest, eye swole, everything, face swelled up, all of this. He said, untie this nigga. And he said, yo, to the nigga who brought me there, he said, why did you bring this nigga here? He said, this ain't the nigga. This nigga right here can help us get money. This ain't the kind of people I like doing this to. He said, I fuck with devils, not niggas who got God in them. Untied me. He was like, how much it cost for you to get home? I said, X amount of dollars. He gave me the money and said, go home. Weeks later, I saw my man Ox. He said, yo. He said, them niggas called me and told me that they had you like that. He said, you know, I told them niggas if they don't untie you, I'm going to fuck them up. That's why they untied me. It's not, to me, it's not a terrible story. Right. It's not something that, it's actually funny to me. Because after, when the dude, you know, the dude who was kicking me and punching me, he had to take me to get the cab. So when we ride, he was like, so I want to write a book. That shit was funny as hell. He was like, I want to write a book. He said, I got a lot of stories to tell. I said, I bet you do got a lot of stories to tell. This is what you're doing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing that happened there. But when that happened,
so was he connected to?
Yeah, definitely. They was from that era. They was from that right there, from that cloth. And, he thought that, he thought that if I call him and tell them they're gonna be excited, nigga call. If that nigga said, man, if you don't untie that nigga, if you do not untie that nigga, I'm gonna get you personally myself. So it turned. So then, you know, that's there. But and that was just because of my friendship with him. I had a friendship, like our friendship, sometimes friendship mean more then friends can mean more than your own blood. Like you can have a friend that means more than your own cousin. And this person that told him that if you don't untie this nigga, I'm gonna get you myself. That's Puff's cousin. So
That's
and I guess it's almost like if anything ever happens to Mark, then they're gonna put him under the, they're gonna kind of blame it on him. So really, like nothing really can happen to this guy, because if something does happen to him, they're gonna be looking at you.
him. Yeah.
And that's why I clearly always stay. I work hard every day and I stay out the way. I don't get myself involved in no shenanigans. Stay out of anything that's dumb. I don't do it, because if something ever happened to me, there's no doubt, and I don't think nothing will. You understand? Because nothing can. I still got friends that love me. So it's almost like one smack gets a smack. So it's just
Right.
there. You know what I'm saying? It's just that's how that's one of the only time somebody thought that, like that. And then even when I see
So everybody has a horror story dealing with Diddy. When he wrote that book, Mark Curry wrote that book, Diddy sent niggas to tie him up. I remember when Puff was giving out everybody back their publishing. So when I found out, I called Mark Curry immediately. Me and him chopped it up for hours. Well, an hour. So we was chopping it for a minute. And when he was speaking of Puff, Puff was like, well, listen, Playboy, I'll give you your publishing if you take your book off Amazon, if you stop selling your book. He was like, nah. And he giving back he was giving artists back their publishing because he knew what was coming down the tailpipe. But see, when he was offering to give the publishing, you had to sign an NDA. You can't speak on everything that happened or what he did to you. This nigga is diabolical. Mickey Moon, I see you in there, big bubble head. What's up, Mickey Moon? I see you. So that's how devious this guy is. And again, we have to really understand how powerful he still is to this very moment. When he come home, you don't think people's gonna be more scared? He gonna be watched. He gonna have to chill out and shit like that. But he only got 50 months, man. What does that tell you? Somebody pulling strings behind the scenes. I've been rhyming all night. Those are bars. And I could just say one name now. I don't give a fuck. I ain't signed to him. Keep saying Jimmy Iovine. Clive fucking Davis. He got power. You know how many names this man can drop? You know how many names Diddy can fucking snitch on right now? He could talk about Clive Davis. He could talk about the president of UMG. KK didn't even have to take the stand. And she's his madam. She ain't testify. She was all up in the transcripts, though. How powerful that is. We talking power. He got what he deserved. But the thing that we are missing, everything that he has done for the past 30 years of destruction, murder, accidental deaths, whatever, all of that is going to be discarded and wrapped up into one whole time frame of 50 months. After that, he's a brand new man. What the fuck? You know what I mean? It's just crazy. He still won at the end. He still wins. You win. Street Fighter. Do you understand? I got some more to play. All right, I put the link in there, so I guess y'all don't want to get on. Y'all scared. Don't be scared to get on now. Let me play something else. Hold on, I'm gonna get these videos out the way. Hold on, which one is it? I got two more over here. I got some stuff. Just chill out. When the last time you seen Puff?
I seen him on Facebook, on Instagram when he called me about when he called me to get that publishing back. I saw him on Instagram.
So he called you. So
not
how was
Instagram, Face, whatever that. It was on the phone, Face, where you could watch the video.
Okay. So how was that conversation?
It was like, yo, Mark Curry, He was like, yo, I'm taking this love. I want you to know I'm taking this love thing serious. And, you know, I feel like, you know, what I'm going to do is I'm giving back all my artists back, all they publishing. And I just want you to be the first one to know it. I'm giving you back your publishing. I was like, for real? I was like, I'm glad you're taking this love thing serious. I said, but if you can make a change, so can I. You know what I'm saying? But if you come to me and you say, hey, Mark Curry, I'm sorry, and I'm sorry for the way our business went, I'll be like, cool. Now that you said that, I'll go pause my book and I won't be selling it. So when he called me, he was, and we was like, yeah, he was like, well, you know the right thing you got to do. And I was like, if you going to do the right things, I'm going to do the right things. He said, well, you know, if you do the right things, I'm going to do the right things. I said, all right, cool. He said, you know what to do. He said, I'm trying to protect this legacy. I said, okay. I immediately went and took the book down from the site and stopped selling it. I ain't hear from this nigga I ain't hear from him probably for since then. So I said, boy, how stupid is you to stop making your money because you believe in him? Man, I put that shit back for sale. I jacked the price up to $29. You know what I'm saying? Because it wasn't selling nowhere. Nobody could get it. Yo, my book went up to $100 a book, $150 a book. For real. I was like, damn, they getting it. I'm like, shit. After a while, because I ain't produced no more books. So after that, I was like, shit, I got to get up in here and start putting these books back out there.
So
That's what I did.
And that's crazy because at the end of the day, he should have been like, "Yo, what's your account number, man?"
Yep.
Or something like that. Let me deposit something in it. Check
Yep.
your account in like 48 hours.
Yeah, 48. And then in my whole thing that I was like, yo, so
That's
it is because I was like, yo, I even told him, look, why don't we just prorate? You know, let's look at how much this book is selling, how much it's worth. Let's look at it, and then this buy it out. You know what I'm saying? I buy it, I give you the rights to it. You can shelf it if you want to, like how you do publishing, how you do artists. Don't you used to be creative when it comes to taking publishing and things like that from people? Let's be creative with this book, and let's just take this book for an example, and let's do a deal on that. You give me some money, I stop selling it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't blackmail or nothing like that. It was just that because I eat off of this. So if I eat off of this and you want me to stop it, you're going to have to pay me the money that I'm going to make off of it, and then I'll stop it. Other than that, if you don't want to give me the money, I'm not stopping nothing.
So that in the midst of showing brotherly love, you still trying to calm niggas. I'm glad you put this shit back up.
He was kind of me when he said that he's thinking seriously about changing his name to Love, because I don't really know too many people who want to call themselves Love that hate.
Word. See what I'm saying? The full. Do I still got it up on my channel? The full interview with me and Mark Curry is still on it. That's from 2 years ago. We did this, but just like homie said in the chat, Sound of Music. Mace was begging. Mace done written all of the music. He written his shit. Came up with More Money, More Problems. The I'm Coming Out by Diana Ross. All the Supremes. I think it's just Diana Ross. Whatever. The same people. Everything. Wrote his part. Even don't wanna take my pride. Can't nobody hold me down. He's gonna make me sing the whole shit. But he wrote every fucking thing, and he got nothing. And he didn't want motherfuckers to outshine the master, or even just shine. Period. 48 laws of power don't outshine your master. It doesn't matter about outshining. He want all the sunlight. He want all the sunlight. He is an everyday eclipse. He will block your light. He is an egotistical, narcissist, manipulative piece of shit. He's a piece of shit. He will always be a piece of shit to me. You think what I'm saying? And that's crazy how all the lives that he came in contact with, he used and took their fucking souls and he fucked up he did it quietly. Nobody knew this guy was behind East Coast and West Coast beef. When he had the fucking opportunity to dead the beef, Farrakhan, if I'm not mistaken, wanted them to sit down. Oh no, excuse me. There was a meeting. Suge was down with it. They was down with it. He said no. He wanted to send a representative. He still wanted the beef to go on. You know why? Because Suge was fucking Misa. Misa over there. Mary J. Blige over there. Fucking what's his name? What's the with the singer nigga? I ain't mad at you. What's it? God damn it, nigga, looking like a fruit pop. Danny, god damn it, Danny boy. There we go. Everybody on the West Coast, because you beating your artist in the head. Mary J. Blige got no fucking money. 411 popping. My Life skyrocket. Jodeci, they turned to super alcoholics. Jodeci Casey is a motherfucker, but you beating up on Misa. They not getting no money, so they flying LA where the money at. You want people to sit and be around a person who is just using them, and you know that you using them, but you mad that they figure out that you using them and they want to get their money somewhere else. What kind of sick mind is that? He ain't all wrapped too tight. You get what I'm saying? He's not wrapped too tight. But he got away with all this shit, man. It's just so much. Let me see what else I got. It's a lot of people in here. There's a lot of people on Twitter too. Thank y'all for tuning in, man. Please make sure y'all share and make sure y'all like this video. I'm pretty much, because I don't want to be here too long. You know what I mean? I really don't. I want to make this short as possible. I think I did a pretty good job. Let me see what else. Let me see my other notes that I have here. Let me see what else. Because we already know, okay, the Little Rod shit. The Little Rod, he drugged Little Rod. And Little Rod wakes up, he saw back there. You know what I'm saying? We all know the case. I shouldn't have to go through every intricate thing that we already know. We already know most of or everything about the case because he went to trial. So we know about all of those intricacies. The only thing new about this documentary is the footage, days or weeks before he was arrested. Everything else we know about. Capricorn Clark basically kidnapped her. Took her to Kid Cudi's crib, beat up the dog. Nigga, I really thought when they found out about Puffy going to Kid Cudi's crib and opening the presents and shit, fucking up his crib, but what he did was fuck with little Sparky. Remember he did something to Kid Cudi's dog? Nigga, I thought Pet something, whatever that organization, I thought they was gonna hang this nigga. He done fucked around and fucked with a dog. You know white people love their dogs. This is how they introduce their dogs to strangers. Hi, my name is Heather. I'm a Pisces. And this is Sparky. He's a Scorpio. You know what I mean? They love dogs. So I really thought when they heard about him fucking with little Sparky, little Barky, and beat him up and locked him in the bathroom, I thought that was it. If nothing else convicted him, animal cruelty would have. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what I thought. He fucked with little Sparky, little Barky, man. Like, come on, fam. You know what I'm saying? And he grabbed her, by gunpoint and threw a Molotov cocktail inside his fucking car. Boo, blew it up, and the nigga was just wilding, man. You are the common denominator. Everybody can't have these fucking stories about you and it ain't true. That's why I said he quietly destroyed the black culture. He destroyed a whole era because who would have knew, who can even fathom how rap would be? That what Pac would have galvanized the people that have our own black political party. We already knew they probably would have tried to assassinate him and stuff like that. It doesn't even matter. But he would have been the Denzel before Denzel, or bigger than Will Smith, The rap game would have been crazy if Biggie was alive. The bar would have been so. He already set the bar. Like it would have been so. It would have been so different. You wouldn't have had all of these tight ass, mumble, dumb ass rappers. It just would have been a different era. It just would have been so different, man. And he destroyed all of that. This nigga literally destroyed an era that's trickled down to this very moment. This nigga right there destroyed a whole era. And a lot of lives expired because of that. This one nigga. One dude. That's too much power one man can have. But he got back up. I don't know. I mean, if I want, how long I've been? 150. I think I've been here long enough, man. I probably do a little. Let me see. Let me do a sidebar. I think I covered a lot because there's a lot of stuff we already know, y'all. So we already know a lot of this shit. First of all, did y'all enjoy yourself? Because I don't know what the fuck is going on. Yeah, I know it's late at night. Press 1 if you enjoyed yourself. Press 1 if this was a good live. I think this was a good live. I feel this was a good live. Please press 1, goddammit, if you're up. If I hope you ain't fall asleep while the phone playing. Did y'all enjoy this live? Press 1, goddammit, please. Somebody. If not, press 2, we get the fuck up out of here. How about that? All right? I think somebody on their meds. But thank y'all people for coming in. Maybe I can't see it. Thank you, Shakira. Thank you, boo. Thank you, J.R. Meadows. Thank you, goddammit. Thank you, Shakira. And I hope you shared as well. Jerm Henderson, thank you. Please make sure y'all share though. I don't care what y'all do. Before y'all leave here, just share. It ain't gonna kill y'all. Just share it. Please, just share it. If you haven't already. I guess I could do a sidebar for 9 minutes because I want to get out of here 2 hours on a dot. 71 people on my TikTok. My Twitter. Thank y'all for tuning in. Matter of fact, let me see if I can put something in the chat. If anybody on there want to get on. If not, that's fine. I'm getting the fuck up out of here. Let me put it in the chat if any of y'all motherfuckers want to get on. If anybody want to get on my Twitter, there's the link, and bring your ass on the panel if you have any thoughts. I just want to do you shared already. Thank you, love. I know it's late, early in the morning, and some of y'all just watching. Thank y'all. You know what I mean? I appreciate you. You heard? Thank you, Combs. Let me see how long this is. This is 11 minutes. I'm not gonna play this whole thing. Salute the Art of Dialogue. I want to get to. Wait, what's this? Did he knew Tupac was gonna get shot? All right, I'll play this. He did talk about what's his name? Kirk Burroughs. Him and Kirk Burroughs and Puffy were lovers. Crazy work.
Diddy, he was studying, Tupac's I Get Around video.
Well, see, you got to understand that Puff is like a chameleon. He tried to feed off what's great and what's good. And at that time, Tupac showed greatness of what they wanted the music to go to, because before that, it was gangster rap. You understand? It was NWA. It was Ice Cube. The West Coast was it was Ice-T. They was putting that gangster shit down. Pac brought fun back into hip hop, where it was smoking blunts, drinking champagne, and fucking with the baddest girls that you could find, driving expensive cars, and dressing in designer clothes. He brought that into hip hop, and Big just took it to a whole nother level with the Coogis and all that stuff, like it, the way he did it. So they copied that template, and I said this a long time ago. They copied that template, you understand, and made Bad Boy what it was. And he just admitted to the stuff that I said a long time ago.
Why do you think he hated Pac so much?
I think that hate stemmed from wanting to be him, idolize a motherfucker. He idolized Tupac because you got to realize when a woman looked at Tupac, they probably wanted him. Puff wasn't getting that type of fever from girls. You understand what I'm saying? Puff had to use his money. Puff had to use his position in order to get women. Now, I seen him with some bad joints, and I used to look at them like this, like, not on no hating shit, but like, you wouldn't be here if he wasn't puffed. If this nigga had no money, you would not be coming out of his room like that. And that's for real, for real. You understand? I'll be like, yo, when I had to, because most of the time I would walk some of them to the door, walk them to get their cabs or whatever like that, or take them down so they can get their cabs and everything like that. And I'd be like, I'd be laughing. I just kept a smile on my face when it came to that shit, because I know for a fact, because he said it himself. He said, I don't know how to talk to women. I don't know how to talk to girls. You understand? I said, you don't have to know how to talk to nobody. You're a millionaire. You got it. So he was jealous of Pac because Pac ain't had to do that. Pac had that aura, you know what I'm saying? And he probably knew how to communicate with women. And most women who he talked to that said stuff said about him. You understand? Like, if we talk about the whole incident of the Quad Studio shit, like in the documentary, they was talking about that, right? You know what I'm saying? They talked about the Quad Studio shit, but they didn't mention the fact, and they left it out, that Big and C's did not know that Puff and Andre Harrell was in Jimmy Henchman's office the day Pac got killed. I mean, the day Pac got shot at Quad Studio. Let me repeat that again so it don't get mixed up in the whole thing. They did not mention that Andre Harrell and Puff Daddy and Jimmy Henchman were all in the office together. Puff was on the office because he was spying on, trying to spy on Big them, because Big was writing the Junior Mafia stuff and Puff had his publishing. I told this to a couple of people before. I said it before, and you got people that's running with it like they knew the story in the whole 9 yards. You understand? They'll lie and you ask them, how do you know that? Who told you? They couldn't even tell you that. They'll tell you some lie, they did some kind of investigation, but it didn't happen like that. You understand? Puff was there to spy on Big because he had owned Big Publishing. And Big had turned around, and the same people who helped Puff get Big Publishing told Big to turn and put Tatiana or put somebody else's name on his publishing, or give it to Lil C's or whoever, this, that, and the third that he wrote for, so he can get the money from it. So that's how that went down. So they was there to spy on Big. In the interim of him being there to spy on Big, Jimmy Henchman told him that they finna show Pac, teach Pac a lesson. Because Pac had owed him some money.
So that's why he was up in the studio and was coming to the studio. Pac owed him some money. He was going to work it off and get some money from doing a song with Lil Sean. And that's what that was about. But Pac was talking greasy to Jimmy Henchman, and Jimmy Henchman wasn't the type of dude that you talk greasy to, allegedly. Unless you 50 Cent.
So Diddy knew what was going to happen to Pac.
He knew Pac was about to deal well, yeah. He was there to see it. He was there to see it. He wasn't only there to see Big them. When Jimmy Henchman told him that, he was there to see what's going to happen to Pac. He was there for that. Because had he not been there for that, he would have went up in the office, he would have went to the studio or the studio session with Big them. He would have went to that studio session with Big them. He knew what room Big them was in. He didn't do that. He was there to see what was going to happen to Pac after Jimmy told him. And that's factual.
So I'm going to go over co-producer. I can listen to the music that you have, and it's going to find... Do you think it would be cool if a person comes up, quick 30 seconds, throw a...
Yeah, Kirk Burroughs, he also said that, he feels like, Diddy was behind Pac murder.
Yeah. If Diddy played a part in that stuff, like he said, Kirk know where the money came from. I'm going to say this. They tried to, if you talk about the Vegas trip and the whole 9 yards, Kirk said that he paid for people to drive out to Vegas. You know what I'm saying? He said he paid for people to drive out of Vegas. I was heavily with Bad Boy at that time. I don't remember that part of it. You understand? I don't remember that part of it. But if Kirk knew and he was paying for people to drive out to Vegas in the whole 9 yards, it's hard to hide $1 million, brother. You ain't going to cash that in the check cashing place. You signing that over to somebody. I said 1,000 times, and I'll say it 1,000 times again. Eric Von Zip showed me and my man Boondang, AKA my man Slick, a check for $1 million. We don't know, and everybody trying to say, lying, talking about half of it got paid, 500. I don't know. I know when I asked him about, we asked him, do we ask? No, we didn't ask him. I know when he showed us a check and he walked away after he showed us the check for the $1 million, you understand? I asked Boone, I said, yo, Boone, when did he get a record label? He said, you know how Zip is. I said, when did he get a Zip record label? Zip had a check for $1 million. He said he got it from Barry Hankerson and Jimmy Henchman.
Hey, I'm gonna leave it right there because that's a lot that I already played. So if y'all want to see the rest of it, please make sure y'all go to Art of Dialogue. I just want to show that this is a sidebar. I seen something that happened in Queens, right? And that was right in the area where I lived at. I'm closing out after this, so if y'all want to leave, that's on y'all. But thank y'all for being here. All right, I'm gonna say that. Thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. Again, if y'all haven't shared, just share before y'all drop down. That's what I'm saying. So I just want to show y'all how crazy it is right now in St. Albans, Queens. This is where I left from, because I was living in Queens before I moved down here to North Carolina. I'm gonna show you how crazy it is right now, especially with these young motherfuckers, man. And that's why I had to get me one of those, because they breaking in niggas' cribs and shit like that. I hit my niggas from oh my God, Hollis, because I'm all over Hollis and everything. You know what I mean? They set me up straight. But I was all right on a good block. But, you know, niggas was wilding. Hold on, let me see if y'all can see. Can y'all see? All right. I'm out of here after this. Because I'm gonna go to the actual block. I'm gonna skim through it. This shit gonna be fast. So I'm not gonna be, this not gonna be long-winded, if you will.
The intersection of Springfield Boulevard and Linden.
Right. Do y'all remember this was like a good month ago where that 15 or I think it was like a 12, 13-year-old that got shot in the head in Queens? It was all over social media. That's literally right there. This the part. That's the one right there on Springfield and Linden Boulevard. Right there where McDonald's at. Right where Cam's Chinese food restaurant. They shit is good. They food is good. But right there, right?
Both defendants fired multiple rounds into the McDonald's.
Into the McDonald's.
And miraculously, no one was injured. This shooting was again in broad daylight at approximately 3 p.m.
Let me just show you the video real quick. I'm gonna go to each spot because I already got it pulled up, right? Real quick. People just saying that these kids don't got no chill. Seeing out there? These little muskets over here. And they just shooting and running, shooting for no reason. Now guess what? Let me say this real quick. And some of y'all gonna probably get upset. I don't care what y'all say. Let me just say this. I'm not saying anything to say anything disrespectful. Now we know there's a lot of black crime, like Black American crime, right? When they say black or foundational Black Americans, right? But we know everybody that get locked up, that's Caribbean, some Africans, they fall under the box of African Americans. So when they look at crime, they blame us a lot. But this area right here is nothing but Caribbeans. It's a sprinkle of niggas like me. They're still black people because it's old money over there. It's old money. There's nice houses over there. Cambria Heights, nice houses. That's right there, Linden and Springfield, right? That intersection is Cambria Heights, right there. So, but it's a lot of Jamaicans over there. It's a lot of Caribbean people that's doing a whole bunch of crime over there. A lot. So those kids right there, I'm just letting you know. All right, but let's get to it. This is gonna be short though. Thank y'all for riding with me. What time is it? 4 in the morning. All right. Where I'm at? Bang. All right. Nope. The other way. Sorry, y'all. All right. Here we go. So y'all seen that the McDonald's, right? Let me skim to this one. Very quick. I'm gonna show you all of it on the street or whatever. This is the next one. Hold on. They was just shooting out of nowhere, just shooting for no reason, and fucking shot and killed somebody on Farmers in Baisley. Y'all see that? I'm gonna show you exactly where that's at. Just for no reason, man. It's fucking crazy up there right now.
Pedestrian.
I used to walk past there all the time, exactly right there, all the time. This is Farmers. That's the Popeyes where they shooting at right there, right?
This is very different. This is the very definition of senseless violence.
So they were just shooting just for no reason, and that shit struck the elderly person in the head, and they crashed and died. Let me just go to the actual street real quick, and then we are out of here. I mean, if people would have jumped on, maybe we could have been here a little bit longer, but I'm not going to force people to jump on. But I think everybody, because it's a lot of y'all in here and a lot of y'all on Twitter. I appreciate y'all giving me your time. All right, so what we just seen, right, with little kids shooting, right? This was a 7-Eleven. When I was living over there, don't you know how many people, when I was doing my YouTube, you know how many people that stopped me at this 7-Eleven? And y'all know the shit I was going through with my child's mother at the time. It was crazy. He was like, yo, Mike Larry, this and that, all viral. So a lot of people always see me and you know what I mean, show me love and shit like that. So this is exactly where it was, right here with the kids shooting. This is exactly where it's at, right here. Right here. That camera when they were shooting right here, this is it right here. I used to walk past this shit all the time because I go right to Popeyes. This is exactly where it was when they shot and that guy got literally hit. Just coming across. They shooting, probably got hit right here. And ran into another car or a building. Now these my niggas, I just found out they closed, son. They fucking. Make sure y'all can hear me. All right, I'm not paused. All right, I mean muted. Excuse me. I always went to this gas station when I had my fucking car. I missed my even though it was a Nissan Maxima, but it was so fucking pretty. A 2013 or 2011 Nissan Maxima, man. Shit was fly, son. Fly shit, man. These my niggas, they closed right now, man. My nigga Mo worked up in there, man. So he's probably down here in North Carolina. Salute to Mo. His girl, him and his girl lived in this, but his girl, ooh, she was fine, but she did that boy dirty. This shit is permanently closed, man. Grady's, bro. Word up, son. This is Baisley right here. So, about to say Little Kim. What's the bitch name? Oh, Nicki Minaj. So you just go all the way down there. All that's Baisley. When you go all the way down there, all that's going straight to Baisley projects and all that shit. I fucked the bitch outside on my car down there in Baisley. See, if I've been here a little bit longer, I'll take you on. Man, listen, man, I got stories out the ass. And I hate to say stories because stories mean made up to me. So it ain't, it's facts. This store is permanently closed. Oh, hold on. They opened it back up? Nah, this is, they used to be a whole bunch of old dudes that's in here, that was always here. And they closed this store down because they was selling stolen goods. But Jamaican Flavors right here. But I don't like this one. I like the one on Merritt Boulevard by Stop and Shop. But they food is banging. So salute to them. They shit right here is banging. But I go to the one on Merritt in Springfield, whatever it is. The Dollar General over there. For those who be on that block, hold on 1 second. Let me show y'all if y'all in St. Omer's, where the I'm gonna show y'all my block. This is where I lived at, which is on my ID right now. And I'm actually going for my license this Saturday. This was my my block right here. This is my block right there. I ain't gonna show you the house, but this is my block right there. Where I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm show y'all where the I ain't gonna hold you. I miss my Jamaican dude. He's call him Dread. He be at the store right here. This store right here is called Caribbean Island. Man, those days right here, man. It was cool right here, Caribbean Island. Well, trust me, this store is called Caribbean Island now. So I don't know what year this is from. Or they changed it. It says 2025 right here, but or they changed it. Well, it's probably the same owners, but this was called Caribbean Island. My nigga Dread be right there. That nigga be getting saucy, son. And yeah, it's just a lot of shit. I had to get a gun though. This bar right here, you go to this bar, it's crazy work. It's yeah. People used to get beat up, but it's nice now. You know what I mean? But it was a lot of crazy shit. And then we go to, as I end this, who over here from Queens? This is to take this fucking shortcut. I'm gonna make this quick. Why not? This is the shortcut I used to take to my block right here. And to be honest, I think it's they built this from the ground up. I seen this when they first built it. It's actually a black family that live in that house. So that's so dope. So this is a shortcut I used to take. It's a black family that owned this house. Why it disappeared? How did it disappear? What? They took it down? Nigga. hold the fuck up. A dyke live over here in that house with a tiny dog. You see that? How did that disappear to a small? They knocked it down. Yo, what they knocked it down? That's crazy. Oh no, it went to oh yeah, the years is changing, but that house is there now. Damn, that shit fucked me up. Hold on, yo. Let me tell you, this is how they be breaking the internet in they niggas' cribs, son. Let me give y'all a story because it just came to me. Let me tell y'all niggas something, man. Niggas be in cars scheming on niggas' cribs, son. And that's why I had to get a fucking burner, son, because at night these blocks are dark. I had to literally, when I come from a Caribbean island, because they make banging ass sandwiches and shit like that. I used to, when I see them, when I come from my house, this is my shortcut to go to Caribbean island. I turn this corner, walk up this way. But on my block, niggas be in the car with the hoods on and shit like that. Yo, it's a little spooky, man. And on those blocks, you don't know who's sitting in the car, cause niggas will pop out out the car and pop your top, jump in the and peel the fuck out. And these blocks be dark. So I'm glad my niggas gave me the you know what I mean? I paid $500 for it, but it's a big dog. Shit is a big dog too. Hold on. I'm on the wrong block. I done skipped my block. I remember right here. He still got that dollar van right there. So because like right here, when I walk back and be, I'm telling you, niggas be scheming. So it's houses, but it be drama. But see, I don't really fuck with nobody. So I'm not in the mix, and I'm a Brooklyn nigga. Shit is already popping off in my motherfucking hood, so I'm not gonna, make it more hot for me over here, even though my neighbors down here had to, hold on, matter of fact, is this my, hold on, I skipped my own, oh no, I ain't even get there yet. Am I, oh yeah. That's crazy. This was my child mother's car right there. It's still there. That's her car. We lived in this house over there. Had problems with the downstairs neighbors and shit like that. My cousin had to bring me the burner and shit like that. It was a lot of shit. A lot of shit living on this block. Well, not a lot, but enough. But anyway, we're gonna go to that Springfield shit. You know what I mean? Where we at? Right here. McDonald's. Oh yeah. Here we go. That's what boulevard? I need to be on Linden. Come on. All right, go down a little bit more, right? Here we go. This is where the kid got murdered at, that 13-year-old kid right here. This was like last month. They shot the little kid in the head, literally right here. And that McDonald's scene when they were shooting is literally right here, man. They be shooting right there. Little badass little knucklehead, son. It's crazy over there, man. It really is. It's crazy over here. But as I get out of here, this is the spot. If you want some Chinese food, go to Cam's. Are they still here? No. Wait, they changed it? Oh, Cam's is right here. Cam's. And nigga, I still got their number in my phone right now. I still got their number in my fucking phone. Cam's. They take mad long to deliver the food because this is Cambria Heights. Where I'm at, that's 116th. Nigga, it take an hour for them to bring that food, but when they bring it, that should be good as hell. Hold on, let me see if I still got that motherfucker. Cam's. Sure do. Cam's Restaurant, 718-525-1167. Like, if you want to eat some cat, now let me stop. I only get chicken and like the shrimp fried rice. They shit is good. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. They food is good. Where's that liquor store at? Oh yeah, right there. All right. But yeah, I think I said enough here. Farmers and Linda, you already know. You from Queens? Yeah, you already so you know I'm keeping it 100. Yeah, that's Farmers and Linda, man. I lived there for quite a few years, man. I know a few people over there, man. Quite a few people, but I ain't know Grady's is closed now, man. Salute to my nigga Mo. I hope his health is well. Hope he's well. Hope he's, you know what I mean, living and kicking and breathing and shit like that. Salute to Mo. That's my guy. Funny dude, man. But I appreciate everybody for tuning in. This was a great live. How long I been here? All right, it was 20 minutes extra. Man, thank y'all. If y'all haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Love y'all. Good night. And I'll see y'all tomorrow night. Peace, you motherfuckers. Bye.